Senate Select Committee on Intelligence just dropped a bombshell. A 31-page bombshell to be exact. And this thing's so big, I decided to report on it while I'm on vacation. So I'm going to go over some of the highlights of it, and I'm saving the best part for last, so make sure you stay tuned to the end and hit that follow button. For starters, we're getting a new acronym, which is UAUPJPO, which is just a big acronym for a UFO investigation office. And it'll be led by a director that's been appointed by the Secretary of Defense and a deputy director that's been assigned by the Director of National Intelligence. And of course, they're going to be coordinating with other branches of their departments, but they're also going to be reaching out to the FAA, NASA, and the National Science Foundation, amongst others. This amendment has several aspects of it that are very similar to the Gillibrand-Rubio-Gallego amendment that was submitted earlier that everybody wanted, including a quick response field investigation team that goes out and studies UFOs. They also have a science team that has to study and analyze the information these quick response teams collect. But something that's a little bit different is that this amendment has a focus on the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. And Vice Admiral Robert Sharp is going to be responsible for collecting and analyzing all of that information related to UFOs. There's also going to be a science plan that'll be responsible for accounting for the performance characteristics of UAUPs that exceed our known laws of science and technology. And the one that jumps out to me besides propulsion is going to be power generation, because they're also tasked with replicating this technology, and who couldn't use a little free energy? There's also going to be a core group of representatives associated with this office from the usual suspects, but most notably, the Navy is missing. And yes, we're going to get annual reports, including updates of any efforts underway to try to capture or exploit UAUPs that are discovered. And I don't think it's a good idea to try to capture one of these things. They also focus heavily on the nuke UFO connection, including any interactions between UFOs and our nuke arsenal, our nuke production facilities, and our nuke power generation plants. And just like the previously submitted Gallagher Amendment, they also have immunity in the mix. To basically protect whistleblowers that have NDAs that are preventing them from speaking about their UFO encounters, or any UFO investigation programs that they were part of. And the Inspector General of the DoD gets involved because he's going to check to make sure everybody's playing by the rules every single year. But here's where I think it gets interesting, because the Comptroller General of the United States also gets involved. They're basically like the government's archivist, and they're tasked with reviewing all UFO-related documentation and oral history associated with the UFO investigation. Dating back to 1947, Roswell. Boom.